Thank you, Jesus.
I thought that it would happen to anyone but me. I never dreamed that I would carry this heavy burden on my knees. I never thought that I'd be standing just where I stand today. I never known this kind of heartbreak. I never felt this kind of pain. But you're still God. When my eyes have cried a million tears, you're still God. When my last hope has disappeared, you're still God. And I know you'll make a way somehow. You're still God, and you're holding me right now. My heart can't find the answer for the reason for this trial. But Lord, I know your ways are perfect, and you've been watching all the while. For to me, you proven faithful. Time and time again, and I'm learning, Lord, to trust you, even when I don't understand. But you're still God. When my eyes have cried a million tears, you're still God. When my last hope has disappeared, you're still God. And I know you'll make a way somehow. You're still God, and you're holding me right now. You're still God, and you're holding me right now.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Father. Glory to thy name. Glory to thy name. Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master. Hallelujah. I thought Sister Charlene was just to preach my message. I really did. That would have been good if she had. I was just now thinking, you know, that's not good. Have I ever shared my testimony with everyone here about my open heart talk? No, I haven't. Well, let me tell that brief. To share with the goodness of God. I feel impressed to share this. So, no, I don't think I ever shared this with you. In 2003, May of 2003, I was doing some stuff around the house, and I went and I exercised. Can y'all tell I've been exercising? I was exercising at the house in May of 2003. I had done lifting some weights and some light weights, and I couldn't even get finished. I suddenly felt this pain start in the middle of my chest, run down my right arm. I don't know it. And I set the weights down, I rested a few minutes, and I tried it again. Same thing happened. That time it got me out of breath. I lay back on the bed and I just spread eagle like that. Just, and it was just right there, just going down my right arm. Well, no, I said, I know what it is, I'm just out of shape. That's what it is. I need to lighten the weights on the weights, and, and everything, and I thought we'd do it 25 pounds. I said, it's just too heavy for me. I maybe need to go down to 20 pounds or 15 pounds. I said, that's what I did. So, a few days later, I tried it again, I tried it without the weight. Same thing happened. That made right. Now, during this time, I was volunteering at the medical center. So I was going down to the medical center and seeing a friend of mine who happened to be a nurse. And I said, I'm going to ask you a question. I said, I know that a heart attack, and I don't know why you said this, I know a heart attack, the symptoms of a heart attack is the pain that goes from the middle of the chest down the left arm. I said, but I've been having some pain in my chest going down my right arm. And I couldn't even say anything else. She said, you get to a phone, you call your doctor right now. She knew I had some problems already. She said, that's symptoms of a heart attack as well. Tell me that. She said, yes, it is. I got to my phone, and I called my doctor's office, and I talked to the lady that answered. I got some good doctors. I called to they got some good reception. Talked to the lady that answered, and I said, I'm going to find out when my next doctor's appointment was. I know it's coming up soon. She said, well, now this was like I said, the middle of May, the beginning, first, second week of May. She said, it ain't till, I think, if I remember right, 4th week in April. Not 4th week in April, 4th week in June. Or might have been on in July. Okay, I guess I can wait. Talk to you later, have a nice weekend. She said, hold it. She said, why are you asking me this? I see some of these people know me, well, I said, really ain't no big deal. I said, I'm just having some pain in the middle of my chest. It's running down my my right arm. She said, hold on. She said, you'll be here Monday morning at 8 o'clock sharp. We're going to walk you in. She said, if you have any problems, stop down your body, which is my doctor said. We'll be on duty at the emergency room. You get yourself to the emergency room. I said, I thought, no, it ain't nothing. But I went, and they done test after test after test, and never was able to find anything. Dr. Everybody sat down with me one day and he said, Horton, he said, we've done every test that we know of so far, we can't find anything. He said, but I know you're still having pain. I'm still having some pain. He done put me on the hospital wing. There's been a few times I had done walked and I was out of breath and there was again the pain started in my chest, it went down my left arm. I mean my right arm. I keep saying left, but it was my right arm. It was this arm. He said, there's one more test we can do. What test is that? He said, heart catheterization. He said, that will tell us what we need to know. So let's go ahead, let's do it. On June the 4th, now June the 3rd, I had a heart catheterization of 2,000 foot. He went in there and he looked around. And while he was in there, I started walking again, and the pain got so unbearable. The doctor said to give him some nitrogen, to give him something right now, give him a shot. But I went out. But they said that the artery in front of my heart was 99% blocked. It was so bad that he would not even let me leave the hospital. He said, we're going to get something done before you leave this hospital. So he talked to his colleagues, they done this and done that. They finally come to the room and they said, we can't do it here. He said, but we're going to send you up to Birmingham. Dr. Pacifico, the world's best heart cardiac surgeon, at that time, was through the surgery. Now, I'm going to tell you another miracle that took place. They called, when I gave them the okay, Dr. Everybody called the receptionist, and she called UAB to get a bed for me to be in the unit. They were going to transport me up by ambulance. Usually, that right there takes about a 2-day waiting period. When that lady called, they said, we got a bed right now for him. They said, we saw it for him. He's on the plane. God had his hand in that, folks. God had his hand in that. I got to Birmingham. They did the surgery on June the 5th. I got to think this a minute. June the 5th, I had open heart surgery. They went in. They removed it. They removed that block. They did a bypass. They also went in and done some work on the. I had a hole in my heart. They patched it up, and they also had a valve that was not closing completely, and so they had sold it and repaired it. They didn't replace the valve, they repaired it. They done all 3 of these things. Friday, I was sitting up in the chair, they let me sit up, and they come in, they let me sit up for 30 minutes. They come in, they said, you ready to get back there? I said, no, I'm not sit up now, I can't. I'm feeling pretty good. I said that Saturday, I was doing even better, and I come home that Saturday. I come back home to Dover. I mean, I was feeling good. God had touched. And they did, and the doctors that did the surgery, when they come in the room, they said that this looked like a man that had open heart surgery. They couldn't believe it. I understand that even with the tube in my chest, and they say a man or a woman that's had open heart surgery, that they looked like they're dead. They said there was color in my cheeks and everything. All the way up to Birmingham, Dover, I felt a peace of God. I felt God's strength. I was praying for others. It all comes from a relationship with Him. But I felt God's peace throughout the whole time. We got up there. I got to tell this part of the story. I can't tell this story without leaving this out. When you're going up 231, there is when you're coming off to go to Birmingham, till the interstate, there's a store right there. We headed up that way, and they're back there talking and everything, and they got salary to go with, but I'm okay, I mean, I'm not really far from that. So they asked me if I wanted something to drink, I eat a drink. I said, well, I'm kind of thirsty, but don't get up tonight. So they pulled into a store. And actually I had to make a pit stop, but they didn't have anything on that for me to do that with. So they pulled in the store, sirens going, the back door flew open. We got out, there's a guy over here on the telephone, when I got out, we went in the store, people just looking at us. I did my business, we got something to eat and drink, got back in the ambulance, closed the door, the driver hit the light, hit the siren, and we took off again. And it was really funny. But we got up, and we did all that. God kept His hand upon me. We got back home that Sunday morning. I went to church. I did. Well, the prophet said, my pastor at that time said, you want to say anything, Brother Lewis? Yeah, I mean, you just expecting me to say, I appreciate everybody praying for me. I got up there, and I felt the Lord come over me. I started talking. And I spoke for probably about 30 minutes. That was God. Remember, I just but my pastor then said that he was standing right outside. He said that a few times, he said, I started to reach for that microphone and set him down because he said, I didn't want to get too tired. But he said, the Holy Spirit said, leave him alone. I've got it. I've got it.
Praise God.
We had a prayer meeting. I mean, we had prayer after then, and we prayed. I'm just going to share that so that you would know that God still answers prayer.
Amen.
Now, earlier this year, was it earlier this year or last year? This year? Earlier this year, I started having some more problems. I had went for a vote and felt a different type of pain in my chest, actually my back. And I didn't feel the pain. I thought I was doing some dishes. I was doing some honeydew list. I said, oh, no. So, and this happened a few times. And I didn't tell Leanne to start with. Man, don't ever do that. Let your wife know when you're having problems. That's all I'm going to say on it. Let them know now when you're having problems. I just had a brother-in-law and I went with him. And that day I had it that day, and the next day I went with my brother-in-law and we went out to Venice to do something. And while he went in, it struck me dead. Something may bother you. I said, I'm not there. So I called Lynn. While he was inside, and she didn't have a phone, she didn't get the message, and when she got back out, my brother-in-law got back out, and we were heading along, and she called, and I talked to her, and I told her what was going on. And she come down, maybe I didn't call the doctor. But I better let you go, because my brother-in-law was over here listening to the whole thing, and I think he was getting a little perturbed with me, because it done happened 3 times in the car, and I had said a word to him about it. So we got off the phone, and my plan was to go home, call the doctor, and set up an appointment. My brother-in-law had different plates. He found the number to my doctor, and took me back to the doctor's office. Like I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes. All the time. But we did make this long story short. I know I'm using that. To make a long story short, they did a test here. They wanted to do a stress test, but they couldn't. They didn't want to because they said that they seen I had some heart problems. My heart was enlarged. Well, I figured that was because, I always knew I had an enlarged heart and everything. But they, not knowing all this, wanted to do it. I believe God had his hand in this. Because they did the test, they did a light down my throat, looked at the back of my heart and everything. Now, after my open heart surgery, that valve that I told you about was still very severe. I was still getting tired and everything. I still had limitations. They told me I better not lift over 50. I better be careful with weightlifting, not lift over 50 pounds per something. Doctor sat down with me and he talked to me and he said, you already know you have or had Epstein anomaly. He said, there's still evidence of that there. But he said, there's really no reason why you cannot do anything you want to do. He said that the hole that was there was very, very little, right? Am I right? The house at the sale was very little. It was barely even to be mentioned. He said, you can do whatever you want to do.
Praise God.
Did you hear what I said, sir?
Praise God.
I said, do I have any limitations when it comes to lifting weights? He said, start out slow and keep building, but he said, you ain't got no limitations except the limitations you place on yourself. So I never had to take part in medicine, still don't. I should be taking an aspirin a day, I don't do that. But God has been with me. I didn't have to take pain medicine except one time after I had open heart surgery.
Praise God.
The man come over there, he was a lady at that time. She come over there and said, you need some pain medicine, I can tell you my pain. I said, I don't know, get hooked. She said, we ain't going to let you get hooked. But I only had to have one shot, one time. My God is still on the throne. He is still in the healing business. He can still move, still touch, still do more than what we could ever think or imagine. So I have no excuse now why I shouldn't be doing walk around the house. I told him he could have told me that in private, not in front of my wife. But church, my God still heals and answers prayer. God is still on the throne, still moving, and if we would dare to believe. But that's what I wanted to talk to you tonight about Luke chapter 11. We're going back to Luke 11 again. Luke chapter 11. Starting with verse 1. And it came to pass as he was praying in a certain place that when he ceased, one of his disciples said unto him, Lord, teach us to pray, as John also taught his disciples. And he said unto them, when you pray, say, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so in earth. Give us day by day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, for we also forgive everyone that is indebted to us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Now turn over to John, the Gospel of John, chapter 4. John chapter 4, and we're going to go down to verse 23. Turn back the page. John chapter 4, verse 23. And it says, and Jesus is talking to here to the woman that come to the well. You remember the well of Samaria? The Samaritan woman. And they got into a discussion. Jesus had asked the boy for a drink of water. He asked, they got into a discussion, and he said, if you knew who I was, you would ask for the water of life. But if you read on down, she began to ask him, what do you really worship God at? The Jews say in the Jerusalem, and they say in the mountain. But verse 23. Jesus said, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshiper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Father, I thank you for your word. Father, your word is already anointed. Father, I ask you to anoint thy servant one more time. Father, hide me behind the cross tonight. Father, that we might see Jesus tonight. Father, that we might take home with us tonight a powerful principle. Father, that we ought always to praise you. Father, in every situation, in every circumstance. Father, we ask you to do these things in the name of Jesus Christ. We pray and ask. Amen and amen.
Yeah.
Worship is to regard with great honor, irreverent devotion, and love. That's in Proverbs 9:10. We find that the praise is an expression of thanks to our love and respect for God. God is looking for people who will worship Him in spirit and in truth.
Amen.
God is looking for men and women who will dare to come to Him and believe and take Him at His word.
Amen.
In the book of Isaiah, we read in the book of Isaiah, it said, and the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but remove their hearts and minds far from me. Isaiah 29:13. And Jesus repeated this in the Gospel. There are people today that will not worship God. Oh, they draw near to Him with their mouth and their lips. And they talk about how much they love Him. But their hearts are far from Him. Their minds are far from Him. We got words today for people like that. We call people two-faced or double-tongued. But the Bible refers to them more precisely as hypocrites.
Amen.
All the hypocrite is an act. And there are many today that are sitting even in our churches. They put on the night, they'll raise their hand and everything else. They know to talk, or they know how to talk, but they refuse to worship God in a spirit of truth and spirit from the heart. God is looking for men and women who will be willing to worship Him in spite of everything. God is looking for men and women who will draw near to Him with a broken and contrite spirit, who will draw near to Him in honesty and truthfulness. God is looking for people who will dare to grab a hold of Him and hang on with everything that they have.
Amen.
God is looking for men and women who will dare to tap into the hidden secret of worship. Do we really know what worship is? Worship and praise is much more than just coming to church and singing a few songs. It's much more than just going down the road and singing a few songs.
Yeah.
Worship is a lifestyle that we need to begin to practice. We need to begin to do it. We need to live in reverence to God. I have never seen such a day and a time where there is a lack of fear for God, a lack of reverence for God. I've not seen it in such a way today.
Amen.
But there is so much that's going on, but God is looking for men and women who will dare to begin to worship Him in all things and in everything. But you see, the thing is that there are too many. They will only worship Him when everything is going good. They fail to realize what Paul said in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, 16 through 18, Paul said, be happy in your faith and rejoice and be glad-hearted continually, always. Be unceasing in prayer, praying perseveringly. Thank God in everything. On no matter what the circumstances may be thankful and give thanks. For this is the will of God for you who are in Christ Jesus. The revealing and mediator of that love. God wants you and I to worship Him in every
Amen.
circumstance. There was written, I can't, I think the name of the author was Moral Coauthors or something like that. But the title of the book is Prison to Place. This gentleman that I'm talking about, he used to be in the Navy. He had done some bad things, but he had gotten out of the Navy, he'd been involved. During that time, he got saved. While he was out, he one day got caught and he got saved. He turned his life over to God, but God taught him how to live in continuous praise. Too often we don't really do that. Too often we want to just praise God when everything's going good. Too often we want to just praise God when everything's going the way we want it to. You know, it's easy to sit by and praise the Lord when everything's going good. When all the circumstances are going our way, we'll probably say something like, oh, God is for me today. Oh, God is really smiling on me today because the sun's shining and all this has happened. Or you find $1,000 and oh, God just smiled on me today.
Yeah, praise God. Yeah.
But yet when the circumstances are unfavorable, we might be sick in body, or we might be having a bad day. Nothing seems to be going right. And instead of praising God, we think God's deserted us. Or we think the devil's after us, which the devil's always after us.
Yeah.
We think that God is against us and He's forgotten us. Oh, church, we need to learn. We need to learn to praise God in every situation, in every circumstance. I have a friend that asked me after that trip to Birmingham, in the back of that ambulance, they said, were you still there? My answer was and still is, no, I was not still there. I was praising God, worshiping Him. I knew that God was in control of the situation. I was praying for my family. I was praying for others. But I knew that God was in full control.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
And I got some prayer warriors going.
Praise God.
I really did. But that's what we have to do. But we have to learn to live in continuous praise.
Amen.
Praise is a choice.
Yes.
It really is. We can make that choice today,
Yes.
whether we will live in praise to God, whether we will live in praise to Him, or whether we will be all down and out and live dismally. We can make that choice today, but it is our choice.
Amen.
Amen.
No one else can make it for us. It's much more than just coming to church and raising our hands. It's much more than all of these other things that are happening. In the book of First Chronicles, and I'm not going to read it out, and I'm out the wrong book. I'm not even going to try to look it up. But in the book of First Chronicles, chapter 20, you read the story of Hezekiah, King Hezekiah. Now, a great army had come against. Now, I want to read that tonight. A great army had come against me. I believe it was the army of the Ammonites and a few others that had come against me. And King Hezekiah got before God. And all these men, and the whole nation, as a matter of fact, he got the whole nation to begin to pray and fast.
Yes.
Oh, that we had a president that would get us to pray and fast one more
Yeah.
time.
That's right.
That's all I'm going to say. Mm.
Hallelujah.
But he got the nation to pray and begin to pray and begin to fast.
Yes.
Amen.
And it says in there that the Spirit of the Lord come upon one.
Uh-huh.
Anybody got the Bible open the first Chronicles? On the second Chronicles? I can't remember what that said. We find that now what it talks about where the Holy Spirit come on, the Spirit of the Lord come on.
No, not Bethel.
Read that
Through
for
the Spirit of the Lord. Here it is.
well, read that for
Verse
me.
14.
Read that for me if you will.
And the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jehaziel, the son of Zechariah, the son of Benaiah, the son of Jeiel, the son of Mattaniah, a Levite of the son of Asa, in the midst of the assembly. And he said, Listen, all of you Judea, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, and you, King Jehoshaphat, thus saith the Lord to you, do not be afraid nor dismayed because of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but the Lord, but God's. Okay, tomorrow go down against them. They will surely come up by the ascent of Ziz, and you will find them at the end of the brook before the wilderness of Jeruel. You will not need to fight in this battle. Position yourselves and stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, who is with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Do not fear or be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord is with you. And Jehoshaphat bowed his head with his face to the ground, and all Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and bowed before the Lord, worshiping the Lord.
Okay, thank you. You see, it says the battle is not yours, but God. And I believe that's the message that God has to me today, even in this very church. The battle is not yours, but His. But what He wants us to do is to learn to stand still, to learn to get before Him, and to be still, to set ourselves in His presence, and to stand still in the midst of the battle.
Yes. Hallelujah.
No matter what we might be facing, to stand means to delay, to tarry, to delay, to remain, continue, abide, endure, persist, be steadfast, maintain. Oh, church, there's a time that when we've done all we can do in Ephesians chapter 6, I believe it may be around 11 or 12, Paul the apostle was writing to the Ephesian church, and he told them that we do not battle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and evil and spiritual wickedness in high places. But he begins to tell them about the armor of God.
Amen.
But he tells them when you have done all that you can do to stand, stand. And sometimes that's what we've got to do. We've got to have a made up mind. We're going to stand and worship Him despite what the circumstances say, despite what the circumstances are. We come to a place and we say we're going to praise Him despite everything.
Amen.
Another example is found in the book of Acts, and it was up to Solene was just to preach my message. In the book of Acts, chapter 16, Paul and Silas went to Ephesus. No, it was Philippi, right? It was Philippi. They went to Philippi. They had preached the gospel. They set a young lady free that was still possessed. The owner of that young lady was so upset with Paul and Silas because they lost their means of income that they could have Paul and Silas taken. They had them beaten. They had them whipped. They had them taken and cast into not just the dungeon, but the inner dungeon. Now, I want us to see this for just a minute. I've done some research. The Bible says they will put in stocks. I've done some research on stocks, on them stocks. And that's not the stock market. I used to think that the stocks were such where they just sit down and they have their legs out front of them, when their hands out. But that's not what it is. Their legs and hands are fixed in such a way that their back is really on the ground. And them stalks are done in such a way that there is continuous, constant pain, severe pain going through their body that they can get no relief from. They're in this situation. They are in the inner dungeon, the darkest dungeon. But have they done? They've been preaching the gospel. And now they're in this dungeon. In this filthy dungeon. I'm trying to paint pictures for you. They are being beaten, there's blood running down their back. They're on the ground. Rats are running around. Roaches, if they have roaches over there. This may be TMI, but I understand in them dungeons, as Paul was using the bathroom, they had a twig underneath them just right, and that's what they used to rest with. So you know it's dark. In this mist, in this filth and trash. Dark, no lights whatsoever, not even from the outside. And they begin to, verse 25 of chapter 16 says, and at midnight, the darkest hours of the night, at midnight, Paul and Silas grumbled and griped and complained and threw a fit of it. Paul and Silas got mad at God. At midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises to God. In the midst of their turmoil, in the midst of their pain, they dare to lift their voices and begin to praise God and begin to sing hallelujah, hallelujah. Even with their bodies contorted in pain, even in the midst of that stench, that awful stench that must have been there, they began to praise God. And God is looking for men and women who will dare to praise Him in spite of every circumstance and in spite of every situation. And the Bible says, and the prisoners hold them. Now I know the Bible doesn't say what I'm supposed to say, but we don't know how long they were down there before God intervened. We know He did intervene. And we don't know how long they sung praises to God before He moved. But I can imagine they started praying. Sister Raven, I don't believe they prayed no prayer of, oh God, why did you let this happen to me? I love you, I love you, why did you let this happen to me? Probably prayed prayers are similar to the ones found in Acts chapter 4. I'm going to paraphrase it. The disciples, Peter and James, I believe, Peter and James, they just got whipped by the Sanhedrin. I mean, they got flogged. They went back to the source, they gave a report. They had a prayer meeting. And they said, Father, thank you. Thank you for letting us be counted worthy to suffer for your name's sake. Now, Father, grant to your disciples boldness to proclaim the word.
Amen.
How many of us would dare to pray like that? Oh, something happened and oh, we wanted this prayer meeting with God. We just don't know what to do. Why we failed it. We did what He told us to do. I heard a preacher preach a message, and I may preach it one day if I can never get it all up myself. But I love his title. He said, are you praying prayers of fear, or are you praying prayers of faith? Two different types of prayers. But they began to pray, and then when they got through praying, they began to sing. They didn't sing, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. I know that must be a spiritual song. I don't know what they sang. They probably sang, all glory and honor belongs to you. They probably sang, living by faith. They might have sang, I care not today, but tomorrow may bring. with a shadow of sunshine away.
Yes.
My Lord, I know you know everything,
Hallelujah.
and all I worry is vain.
Hallelujah.
Oh, church, they begin to praise.
Hallelujah.
They begin to worship. They begin to exalt.
Hallelujah.
And the Bible says that the prisoners hold them. And this, Charlene, I can't help but wonder if them prisoners began to yell out and say, boys, what are y'all doing? We don't understand why y'all shout, why y'all praising y'all's God. It's because of him. Y'all got the trouble you're in now. We don't understand why you praising him in the midst of all this situation and the midst of all this circumstance. If you have, I mean, you better be quiet. That's the reason you got thrown in here.
Hallelujah.
Did I say this? I went to somewhere one time, so I was at a preacher. I said, brother, how are things going? How's the Lord been treating you? He's been treating me good. I said, what's wrong, brother? We ought to be willing to talk about the Lord anyway.
Amen.
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 Come on now.
Amen.
Amen.
And the prisoners heard, what are people hearing you and I do?
Yeah.
What are people hearing us do? Are they hearing us constantly complaining, constantly grumbling, constantly griping? Or are they hearing us praising God in the middle of every situation, in the middle of every circumstance? Are they hearing us praising God no matter what's happening and what's going on? If we would ever learn to just get a hold of Him in everything that we're going through.
Amen.
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 The Bible says, only that verse, I believe it's verse 26, and God sent an earthquake, and then every man's bonds fell off. God will send deliverance, but we've got to come to a place where we're willing to begin to praise Him in spite of the storm, in spite of everything.
Amen.
We don't praise Him trying to get deliverance. I don't believe Paul and Silas even knew how God was going to deliver them. We need to have the attitude of Daniel in chapter 3 when he faced, not Daniel, but Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. In Daniel chapter 3 when they faced the king. And we need to say to the devil, I'm going to praise God regardless. Listen, oh king, we're going to worship God. He's the only one and He can deliver us. And He will deliver us from your hand. But if not, we're not going to bow down. We need to have a made-up mind. We're going to worship Him in spite of everything. We need to have a made-up mind. No matter what the devil throws at you and I, we're going to praise Him in the midst of the storm, in the midst of everything that's going on.
Praise God. Amen.
Oh, hallelujah. Oh, stand all over this thoughts tonight. Just go ahead and stand, church. I want you to know tonight, God is still on the throne.